Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to grow green peas. Green peas are a very delicious microgreen you can grow very easily at home. It doesn't take much to grow, so I'll list the items you will need. First you would need a tray, something like this. These are very popular for sproutings and growing microgreens. They're very cheap, and you can find this online. Search on Amazon or anywhere. These are 10 by 20 trays. You want two types, one without holes, and the one without holes will stay at the bottom, and this is the one with holes, which will stay at the top. When you water, the excess water would drip down to here, and then you can pour that out. Make sure you get both of those, the different kind, one with holes and one without holes. So that's item number one. Then you will need a measuring cup. And for a 10 by 20 here, you can either use a little bit more than a cup or a cup and a half at the most, anywhere between that. Then you would need a spray bottle of any kind. And then organic potting mix. If you've never done this before and you just want to try it out as a test, you can get these peas, these are the seeds that you can buy at any gardening store. I think I got these at Home Depot. They're $2, but you can use this in a smaller tray like this to test. Or you can get larger quantity. These are a 5-pound bag, and you can also find this anywhere, basically online. Do a Google search. They're very easy to find. First thing what you want to do is you would measure your seeds, a cup and a half or less, using this. Soak the seeds for 24 hours. Make sure you use a large bowl, because once the seeds have been soaking for 24 hours, they'll double in size. They absorb the water and expand. That's all you need to do for now, and then once the seed had been soaked for 24 hours, we'll continue the next process. Alright, my seeds have been soaking for almost 24 hours. It doesn't have to be exact. You could do 12 up to 24 hours, up to you. They have expanded quite a bit. So I've rinsed this out a ton of times. They're nice and clean now. We're ready to start the planting process. So again, these are the trays you need. First, what you would do is you would pour some soil. And you don't really need much soil because they grow very quickly. Just a thin layer at the bottom, not even half an inch thick. Just something to cover the base of this container. So that's about enough. Very thin. Next, what you want to do is if your soil is dry, just give it a spray so that it can stay in place when you spread your seeds around. So you want to give it a nice spray of water to wet the soil so that it can stay in place when you work with it. Next, you would just take your seeds and you just pour it. There's no art to this, just pour it out. It's okay if they're on top of each other. Just use your hand, spread them all out. In this container, we use about a cup and a half of these peas. Alright, so they're just gonna look like that. Then you will just cover the beans with another thin layer of soil. Just enough to cover these. If you have gloves, you should use it so your hands don't get dirty. Once you're done, give it another spray of water. Now these trays have holes, so it's fine to give it a lot of water, because if you water more, it'll just drain out to the bottom, that would be fine. Microgreen, they really like a lot of water, so you really can't overwater these unless you just soak them. Alright, so once you're done spraying this down with water, get them all nice and moist, what I recommend you doing is have another tray like so, and have it sit on top like this. If you don't have a tray, that's fine. You can just leave it like that. Put it somewhere in the dark. In your kitchen is okay. Or if you have like under a counter where it doesn't get a lot of lights. You don't want to give this natural lights just yet. You want to expose this to natural light once they're about 3 to 4 inches. If you have extra tray like I have here, this is what you want to do. So every day you would open it up, water it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, and then close it back. That's all you have to do now. I'll keep the video of progress going so you can see the change of each day.
Today is day number 3. I skipped a day because not much happened since we placed the beans in here. But today is the 3rd day, and check this out, they're growing very nicely. And so what you want to do from this day going forward is water them twice a day. Just the soil's still wet, so you don't need too much, but just make sure they don't dry out. Here is day number 5 of my pea shoots, and they've grown quite a bit. So they're starting to push the tray up and peeking through. So lift them up like that, and you can give them a good water. You want to cover these up. You don't want to expose them to light just yet, because if you expose them to light, they will start to turn green. But what we want is we want the beans to grow much taller, so we're going to hide it away from light. So what you want to do is you flip the tray over, just like so, and then cover that up. Today is day number 6 of my sprouts, and look at them. They're peeking through the tray. So I'll lift it up and show you what they look like. Nice, pretty, and yellow. So make sure you give them good water. Do it twice a day, once in the morning and then once in the evening. Today is day number 7, and these has grown quite a bit. It's starting to push the tray up really well. So here's what they look like today. This is the last day I'll have this cover. I'm going to take the tray off and expose them to lights going forward. These will turn green very, very quickly once they're exposed to light. Here's what they look like. So I'll include a small clips of a time lapse so you can see how quickly these will turn green.
Alright, today is day number 8 and it is harvest time. My peas are ready. So they're much nicer and greener than they were yesterday because we exposed them to lights, and this is what they look like today. Before we cut them down, I want to show you something very interesting. At the same time when I grew these, I took a few of these seeds and placed this in this little container. There's no soil in there. The only thing I did different to these is that I placed this under very good lightings all the time, as opposed to these where I didn't put them under lights until yesterday. What that does for the plant is that in absence of light, the peas would attempt to grow much taller to search for a light source. That's why they're nice and tall today. This here, as you can see, they're shorter, but they mature quicker, and the leaves are already becoming really, really green, and the stalk is very tough. So they're much more fibrous than these. If you liked the video or find this helpful, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.